In today's session, we are going to discuss some key questions that might be asked in the NCERT CE exam. These questions are related to NEP 2020. What we'll do is I'll read the questions and then I'll read the options. You can try to guess the answers, but this is not going to be in the same way that we used to do before. Before, I used to cover the content part of it, and after covering the content part, I used to ask the questions. Should I speak loudly or my voice is audible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
It's audible, right? It's clear. Okay. So in today's session, we are directly going to jump into questions because we have covered the content part. But these questions are not going to be easy. For those who have already gone through the document, they might find these questions a little bit easier. I'll also be explaining you the answers of these questions and we'll also have doubts. So there might be some students who are new for this session who have not attended my session before. I would like to introduce myself to all of you. My name is Pawan Kumar. I'm a PhD scholar at Regional Institute of Education, Mysuru. I'm pursuing my PhD and I've also been teaching pedagogy of biological science here at RI Mysuru for the last 4 years as a PhD scholar. The new students, please ask me doubts whenever you get a doubt. It's not like you have to wait till I complete what I'm trying to explain or, say, just unmute and start asking your doubt, right? Manogna, you can, yeah, she has erased. Okay. So also please be careful of the settings that are there. Please do not annotate or start writing. And as I was telling to the new people who have not attended my class, you can ask me doubt whenever you get one. There is no thing like you have to wait till I complete speaking or others, stop. Just ask your doubt whenever you have one or put it in the chat box and we'll have a discussion on it and we'll just go on like that. Shall we start then? Are you all ready?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Shreya is ready. Okay. Harshita, Rajata, Gandharvini. What about others? There are so many. If you can't unmute, please participate in the chat box. Yes, Priyanka is also ready. Or Priyanka, you have a doubt? Priyanka, are you ready or you're saying you have a doubt? Yes.
No, sir. No doubt.
Okay, thank you. Pooja, Pariksha, Ramya, Anu, Sakshi, Shreyan, Manogna, Neha, Spurti. Okay. Everyone is ready. Let us move on to the first question now. Yes. I have to minimize the chat box for reading the question. I'll come back to it. So the first question is, okay. What is the primary goal of National Education Policy NEP, that is NEP 2020 regarding school education? I'll read the question again. Please listen carefully. What is the primary goal of National Education Policy NEP 2020 with regard to school education or regarding school education? The first option is to introduce a new 5+3+3+4 curricular structure to standardize the curriculum across all states in India to achieve universalization of education from pre-primary to secondary level with 100% gross enrollment ratio, that is GER. Gross enrollment ratio is also known as GER by 2030 to shift focus entirely from rote learning to digital learning. So this is the question that can be asked, and most of you have marked it as C. Gandharvini, Harshita, Neha, Anu, Rajata, Aishwarya has marked it as C. Sakshi has marked, Manogna has marked it as 3. What about others? Yes, what about others? Spurti says A. Okay. Please remember the question is what is the... I'll start annotating, just give me a minute. So the question is the primary goal. The question is the primary goal of National Education Policy 2020. So Sandra, Pariksha, Spurti has said A and rest of you have said C. If you are not aware of the answer, you can also say I don't know, which is much appreciated than guessing a wrong answer. If you don't know, just say don't know. And if you're unmuting and speaking, I'll be really happy. That will, make me motivated that you are also there in the class and participating. So, yes. Have all of you answered? Neha, Spurti, Pariksha, Sandra have put A, and Pooja, Shreya, Manogna, Aishwarya, Sakshi, Rajata have put C. Okay. Yeah, Shreya says she doesn't know. I'm confused. That's why we are here. No issues. So, shall we go for the answer here? The correct answer for this is option C. See, whenever a national education policy document comes, technically what they do is they set goals. They give major recommendations and they set goals. And the goals are to be achieved in a particular period of time. And as I was talking about when I discussed NEP 2020 with all of you, I clearly said that they are expecting to achieve all their goals by the year 2030, which is the primary goal of the whole policy document. The introduction of 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 is also a part of that goal, right? It is a part. But the primary goal that NEP 2020 wants to achieve is 100% gross enrollment ratio by 2030. This is very, very, very important, which all of you should remember. Okay. The major goal of NEP 2020 is to achieve universalization of education. From which stage? From pre-primary. From pre-primary to secondary level. According to NEP 2020, which is the secondary level? Till what class do we consider it as secondary level?
Till
From
PU.
8 to 12.
Okay, Priya. Till what level? Can you please repeat? I'm sorry. I was reading the chat box.
So
According to
from 8 to 12.
yes, from 8 to 12. So the secondary stage or the secondary level ends at class 12. Yes, Neha, it's 9 to 12. So when we are talking about universalization of education from preschool to secondary level, we are saying that by the year 2030, the gross enrollment ratio of students, that is, students all across India should be in school from pre-primary to class 12 by 2030. This is the primary goal of National Education Policy 2020. Now, is it clear for all of you? So in case such a question arises where they are asking you for the primary goal of NEP 2020, if they're asking you for the primary goal of NEP 2020, the answer is to achieve universalization of education from pre-primary. At what stage does pre-primary start? At what stage does pre-primary start? Yes, yeah,
8.
Shreyan. 11 and 12. No, Shreyan. There is no higher secondary according to NEP 2020. NEP 2020 is suggesting a 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 structure. Would anyone like to help Shreyan here? Explain the 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 structure? Not in the chat box, please. Please, you can unmute and explain. Anyone here would like to explain or you want me to explain? Which is very clear for most of you. I think Shreyan, you have joined late. No issues. We'll explain it to you. As my other friends are quiet, I'll just explain it to you. NEP has now recommended a 5. I'm sorry, I'm writing with the mouse, so please forgive my handwriting. I promise you my handwriting is actually not that bad. So it's 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 structure. Sir, after class, will you send the PDF in the group? Yes, this PDF will be sent in the group. I will send this to the admins. The admins will post the PDF in the group. I'll also be sharing the last NEP and NCFSE 2023 document also. I'm sorry I was not able to share it. So yes, this is for Shreyan and all others who have not attended the NEP 2020 class. The NEP 2020 has now proposed a new structure called 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 structure. So the first 5 consists of 3 years of pre-primary. That is your pre-KG, LKG, UKG, and your first and second standard. Okay. The first 3 years are your pre-KG, LKG, and UKG, which they have renamed as Balvatika 1, Balvatika 2, and Balvatika 3. And your first standard and second standard. This will make your first 5. right? The first 5 years is 3 plus 2. That is 3 years of pre-primary, 2 years of first and second standard, together called as what stage? Other friends, please unmute and or you can.
Stage.
Yes. What stage?
Primary.
No, they are not calling it as primary stage.
Foundational.
Yes, 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 yes. So Spurti, it is called as foundational stage. Okay. It is called as foundational. I'm really sorry for the handwriting. So 3 years of pre-primary, 2 years of first and second standard, together first 5 years is called as foundational stage. The next 3 years, that is class 3, class 4, class 5. Is Manogna, yes, Manogna? Manogna, mic unmute undi. Mute. Manogna has muted it. Okay, so the next 3 years is class 3, 4, 5. What is this stage known as?
Preparatory.
Yes, preparatory stage. Yes, yes, preparatory. So Shreyan and others who have joined late, please make a note of it. The next 3 years is known as preparatory stage. Okay, it's known as preparatory stage. I will, the PPT is already shared in the group of NEP 2020. You can have a look at it. The next 3 years is known as preparatory stage. Then comes class 6, 7th, and 8th. The next 3 years, which is clubbed together. It is known as
Middle stage.
middle stage. Yes, Tapshi, middle stage. Others, yes, correct. Adi, correct. It is known as middle stage. And the last 4, which is 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. What is it known as?
Secondary.
Yes. This is known as secondary. I'm writing with my mouse. Again, I'm sorry for the handwriting. So yes, so for Shreyan and others who have joined late, this is the new structure that is proposed by NEP 2020, and we have already started calling classes based on this nomenclature. That is first 5 years of foundational, okay? Then 3 years of preparatory, 3 years of middle, sorry, I have to do this. Yeah, 3 years of middle and last 4 years of secondary. So the concept of higher secondary does not exist now. Is it clear for you, Shreyan, or you have any other doubt? Thank you, Shreyan. So this is the new structure proposed under NEP 2020, that is 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 system. Foundational, preparatory, middle, and secondary. This is the new structure. So when we are talking about achievement of universalization of education from preschool, that is the foundation stage, to secondary level, that is still class 12th, with 100% gross enrollment ratio. What do you mean by 100% gross enrollment ratio? Any idea? What do you mean by 100% gross enrollment ratio?
All children should be in class, like enrolled to schools, and should be attending the classes regularly.
Yes, Shreya. Thank you so much. 100% enrollment means, as Shreya said, all the students, 100% of the students means all the students falling in this age bracket, or who have to have their formal education in school should be in school, should be attending the school regularly. That is called 100% gross enrollment. They should be enrolled in a school. Either it can be homeschooling, either it can be open schooling, or it can be a formal, that is day schooling, regular schooling. But everyone should be enrolled in a school by 2030 is the primary goal of NEP 2020. Done with this, shall we move on to the next one?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Purti, please ask.
Sir, 5 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2, that which system, sir?
5 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2?
Yes, sir.
I have not come across the 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2 one, Spurti. I'll have a look at it if I come across something. Have you read it somewhere based on which you have asked?
Yes, sir, in Kothari system.
Okay, in Kothari Commission you have read. Yes, so in Kothari Commission, okay. Now I understood. First 5 is primary, first 5 years. Okay. Then they're talking about 2 years of higher primary, then secondary, then senior secondary, or the higher secondary, which Shreyan had put it in the group, which was told by D.S. Kothari, the Kothari Commission, which came way back in 1960s. That time they had proposed this, but it has now been changed to 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4, which you have to remember, which there is a separate question on that also. But as most of you have marked it correct and those who have marked it wrong, please now correct yourself. The correct answer is option C, to achieve universalization of education from pre-primary to secondary level with 100% gross enrollment ratio by 2030 is the primary goal of NEP 2020. Clear for all of you? Shall we move on to the next question?
NEP 2020 is different from Kothari system, sir.
No. NEP 2020 is a latest education policy, right? Kothari Commission was the policy that came in 1960s that talked intensely about school education. So this is not derived. This is prepared by Government of India. These national policies on educations are prepared by Government of India. Technically, they were supposed to happen every 5 years, but that has not happened because we know that our last national education policy was way back in 1986. So this is the latest national education policy. It is prepared by Ministry of Education, Government of India. This does not come under Kothari Commission. Is that clear, Spurti?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shall we move on to the next question or any other doubts? Please ask if you have doubts. Gandharv in the chat box asks, sir, which system has 10 plus 2 plus 3 structure? I'll just have to go back and I'll revisit and let you know, Gandharbini, because I'm not able to recall the 10 plus 2 plus 3 structure. I'm not sure. I'll just go back and let you know. I'll just find out the answer and let you know. Or what we'll do is in the end of the class, we'll try to revisit it. Kindly remind me so that we'll explore all together. We'll explore and try to find out the answer for this question. Any other doubts? Thank you, Gandharbini. Shall we move on to the next question?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So, which of the following is the new pedagogical structure and curricular structure proposed by NEP 2020 for school education? I think there should be no mistake for this. Yes, my friends have already started bombarding in the chat box. Gandharvini says A, Shreyan, Neha, yes, Rajata, Shreya, Nagambika, Sakshi, Sandra, Priyanka, Manogna, Priya, Ramya, Pooja, Vikas, Purti, all of you are correct. The correct answer here is 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4, which I have just explained to you. The preparatory stage, right? Then, so the foundation stage, preparatory stage, middle stage, and the secondary stage. Correct answer is A. So I hope you don't make a mistake when it comes to the question in the exam. But also, once again, please be careful of that question, how they have asked. Sometimes they ask which of the following is not the new pedagogical structure. Sometimes they ask in the exam which one of the following is not the new pedagogical or curricular structure proposed by NEP 2020. Sometimes what we do, as we know that the question is on NEP, we just see the NEP in the question. NEP just highlights for us. And then we just jump to the option 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. Just we click in and move on to the next question. Please don't do that. Read the question carefully. Ask if they have, check if, Adya, you have any doubt? Arpita, sorry. Arpita, you have any doubt?
Sorry.
No issues. I just wanted to confirm. So please read the question carefully and check what they are asking. If they are saying which of the following is not, then don't accidentally just jump into the conclusion. Shall we move on to the next question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yes. Now, and under NEP 2020, at what stage is the foundation stage of education intended to cover? Under NEP 2020, at what age is the foundation stage of education intended to cover? Gandharvini says D, Priyanka says A. Priyanka, read the question again. Okay, Manogna, Shreya, Neha, Rajata. Priyanka, you can answer again, no issues. Yes. Pariksha, Sandra. Okay, Harshita, option D. Harshita, you put option S. I don't see any option S here. I think D and S are side by side. I think she accidentally pressed S. No issues. Priyanka. See, no problem, Priyanka. That's what I was trying to tell you in the previous question also. What happens is sometimes we are in a hurry, right? We just see the lowest one and we quickly go to mark, and this one can be a problem. Luckily, this time they're conducting a CBT test, right, for all of you? Hello?
Yes.
They have mentioned as a computer-based test, right, friends? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So it'll be a computer-based test. So have you attended any exam that was computer-based before this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. So those who have attended, please remember that you can bookmark the question. You can answer and mark it. You can just leave it and mark it so that you can come back and later see if you have attended the question or not. So please don't forget to highlight or bookmark whatever they're calling it the question, which you're not sure about. So you can revisit again and try to answer it later. So all of you who have marked option D are correct. It is 3 to 8 years, which is Balvatika 1, Balvatika 2, Balvatika 3, class 1, class 2. Shall we move on to the next one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
This was a very easy question. Now, NEP 2020 recommends that the medium of instruction till at least grade 5, but preferably till grade 8 and beyond, should be in which language? I'll read the question for you again. NEP 2020 recommends that the medium of instruction till at least grade 5, but preferably till grade 8 and beyond should be in which language? With this we have already discussed when we talked about NEP 2020. Yes, so here Harshita, Rajata, Gandharvini, Sandra, Arpita, Priyanka, Pooja, Neha, Manogna, Priyanka, Shreya, Aishwarya, Spurti have said A. What about others? These all think it's A. What about others? Yes, Sakshi also thinks it's A. So, as I had already discussed, and for those who have not attended the class, NEP 2020 clearly recommends the medium of instruction to be in mother tongue or the regional local language. Why NEP 2020 has recommended this? There is a lot of research. There is a lot of studies that show that mother tongue or regional language is the first language that children learn at home. In the present scenario, something else is happening. The parents are too fancy and they are trying to teach their children English. Most of the parents make their children watch Coco Melon and other stuff and glued their children to screen. And what is happening is at home, children are not able to learn their mother tongue and they are being forced to learn English. Because of this, grasping of mother tongue and other languages is becoming difficult for children. Please remember that most of the research studies highlight that first learning should always be taken in, should happen in mother tongue. And then we should move on to introduction of other languages. If a child has learned mother tongue pretty well, it will be very easy for the child to grasp other languages. Okay. So NEP 2020 also recommends the same, and it says that at least till grade 5, but preferably till grade 8 and beyond, the medium of instruction should be in mother tongue, local language, or regional language. Any doubt for this question? What do you mean by medium of instruction? My friends, anyone would like to make a guess? See, whenever you ask,
In
huh,
which language the teaching is taught? In which language the things are taught?
yes. Shreyan and Shreya both have correctly said it. Medium of instruction is nothing but the way the teachers teach, the language in which the teachers teach. So NEP 2020 recommends that the language in which subjects are to be taught at school till grade 5, but preferably above grade 5, should be in mother tongue, local language, or regional language. If you have seen other countries, specifically the European countries and our Eastern countries, let it be China, let it be Philippines or any other countries. If you take even the European countries like the Slavic countries, the Baltic countries, or the other countries like French, Spanish, Portuguese countries, all of them teach their students in school in mother tongue, even till higher education. We, India, because we have a colonial history, English was adopted, and there is still a very big misconception among many people that English is something that is more important than regional language, which is not. The only problem with India is that we do not have one national language. We have almost 22 national languages, and able to provide children education in these national languages is not easy because there are a lot of people who work outside the state. And those children might not be able to get an opportunity in learning their regional language. But even otherwise, the NEP 2020 clearly recommends that medium of instructions in school should be in mother tongue, local language, or regional language. Any doubts in this question?
No, sir.
Shall we move on to the next one then?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Did I miss a question? No. So the next question is, what is the role of National Curriculum Framework for School Education as per NEP 2020? I don't know if you have come across this question anywhere else or not, but I would like to ask you now. I'll read the question. I'll repeat the question once again. What is the role of National Curriculum Framework for School Education, that is NCFSE, the latest National Curriculum Framework for School Education as per NEP 2020, to conduct national level examinations for all students from grade 1 to 12, to provide guidelines for the development of syllabi and textbooks based on the new curricular structure, to develop standardized textbook for all subjects across India, to establish private schools across the country. So here, most of you, that is Gandharvini, Harshita, Priyanka, Shreyan, Rajata, Shreya, Anu, Adya, and Sandra said B. Sakshi says it's C. Manogna says it's C. What else? Others, please participate. Spurti says it's B. I want all of you to participate. I'll give you 2 minutes. Yeah, okay. Ramya says B. Priyanka says B. Yes, others also please participate. Yes, I hope all of you have answered. So here, for this question, let me annotate. Yeah, the correct, yeah, the correct answer here is option B. Okay. See, developing of standardized textbooks for all subjects across India will, of course, happen. But for development of textbooks, it is necessary for us to get our prepared guidelines, okay, and syllabus. Okay, and once the guidelines and syllabus is ready, textbook can be prepared based on the new curricular structure. So those who have marked C, please revisit the option B and see how is it different from option C. Option C says to develop standardized textbook for all subjects across India, right? Whereas option B is talking about to provide guidelines. Now, in which list does education come when you're talking about education? There is a central list. Yes,
Current list.
yes, my friend Sandra and Harshita, you are correct. Yes, Gandharvini, you are correct. When it comes to education, education comes in the concurrent list. What do you mean by concurrent list?
So both the union parliament and state legislatures can frame laws on that subject.
Yes, both union government and the state can frame laws, but the major aspect of it is that states have their autonomy in making decisions. Yes, Shreyan, you are correct. But central government cannot take decisions for state government schools. Please remember this. When it comes to educational aspects, central government cannot force their decision on state governments. That is the reason why Tamil Nadu was able to reject NEP 2020. Karnataka, once the government changed recently, were able to reject NEP 2020 because education falls in concurrent list. States have the autonomy. States have the autonomy. So that's why it is their duty. The central's duty is to provide guidelines for development. They will not develop themselves. Just see what is option C saying, to develop, and specifically all subjects. Central government never develops textbooks for regional languages. It is the state government that prepares. Don't you all agree? Have you ever seen us in Kannada language, Telugu language, or whatever regional language you belong to, the textbook developed by central government? Now the central government is involving itself in developing of textbooks, but the role of central government, Ministry of Education, is to provide guidelines, recommendations. They cannot develop textbook on their own. So here option B is correct, not option C, because the role of NCFSE is has not suggested to develop standardized textbooks. Its role is to provide guidelines for development of syllabus and textbooks based on the new curricular structure. Any doubts for this question? Please ask if you have any doubts. Any doubt for this question? I hope I've made the education is in the concurrent list question clear. The doubt clear. Any doubts? No doubts. Harshita says others. If you do not have any doubts, we'll proceed ahead. Okay. No doubts here. Remember, if you have a doubt, please just unmute your mic and ask me. We'll move on to the next question. Okay, the next question is NEP 2020 emphasizes a shift from summative assessment to what type of assessment? I'll repeat my question. NEP 2020 emphasizes a shift from summative assessment to what type of assessment? Option A, competitive assessment. Option B, annual board examinations only. Option C, formative assessment for learning and development. Option D, rote assessment. Pretty straightforward question this. Gandharvini, Shreyan, Manogna, Shreya. Even if you're guessing a wrong answer, no issues. Please remember, put the answer that you feel is correct. And if you're wrong, our responsibility it is to help you know the correct answer and the reason behind it. So Sandra, Priyanka, Neha, Arpita, Pooja, Sakshi, Anu, Rajata, Harshita, Shreya, Shreyan, Manogna, Gandharvini all have put option C, which is formative assessment for learning and development as the answers. And you all are correct. The correct option for this is option C. Where did I go? Yeah, it's option C, that is formative assessment for learning and development. Please remember, if such question is asked, NEP 2020 emphasizes a shift from summative assessment to what type of assessment? It is formative assessment for learning and development. It is not competitive assessment nor annual board examinations only, and rote memorization can never be an answer, which we all know. Any doubt for this question? No? Shall we go ahead then? Okay. Yes.
So, if there will be a shift from summative assessment to formative assessment, what will be the big implication? Like, why exactly do they want that shift?
Thank you for this question, Pariksha. It's a very good question. See, the major purpose, the major advantage that formative assessment has against summative assessment is formative assessment is done during the teaching learning process. And when formative assessment is done, the teacher is able to identify where the student is lacking and where does the student needs help, support, or remediation. Whereas summative assessments are done only to grade students. And by conducting summative assessments, the scope for giving remediation or support to the student decreases. And that is the reason why NEP 2020 is suggesting the inclusion of formative assessment. There might be, the structure is still being developed. We'll see what will happen. But as of now, they have majorly recommended formative assessment, right, for learning and development. Because summative assessment does not give a scope for learning and development. Summative assessment gives a scope to evaluate the student's overall performance for a particular area. Yes, Pariksha?
Sir, have they told how often, like how many FAs in 1 year?
I think the NEP 2020 PPT that have forwarded to you people. Just go through it. I think it contains that, and the NCFSE 2023 document also I'm going to send you today. It's a very detailed PPT. Just go through it, and in the PPT, I think the slide is included where they have suggested the structure. Most probably they might not dive deeper into the structure, but if you still want to know it, just go through the PPT. If you're not able to find it in the PPT, please reach me back and I'll let you know if they have developed one. If it is included, for sure it will be there. If it not, I'll help you out with it. Yes, Pariksha?
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Any other doubt? Thank you for the doubt, Pariksha. Any other doubts or questions? Shall we move on to the next one then?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, thank you. So the next question is, what is proposed change in board examinations under NEP 2020? What is the proposed change in board examinations under NEP 2020? They will be made easier, modular, and offered on more than one occasion in a given year. They will be abolished completely. They will be made easier for all students. They will become solely multiple choice questions. I'll repeat the question and the options again. What is a proposed change in board examinations under NEP 2020? They will be made easier, modular, and offered on more than one occasion in a given year. They will be abolished completely. They will be made easier for all students. They will become solely multiple choice questions. So most of you, Pooja, Sandra, Spurti, Aishwarya, Priyanka, Anu, Harshita, Rajata, Gandharvini, Shreya, most of you have put it as option A. And those who have put it as option A are correct. It is option A. What NEP 2020 has suggested is that it is, please, that's why this word modular is quoted. They have used the term modular. That is, students will be offered more than one chance, right? There will be more than one, the examination will be offered in more than one occasion in a given year. This is to help students attend examinations because most of them might not be able to attend examinations given the circumstances, given the scenario, or it might be any sudden problem or personal problem because of which a student might miss the examinations. To provide opportunity for all the students to be able to attend the exams, NEP 2020 has proposed a change in board examinations. That is, they will be made easier. The first thing is it will be made easier. And the second thing will be, they will be modular. Okay, that is offered on more than one occasion in a given year. Neha, are you clear with it now? Option A also includes option C and yes, Shreyan, it's for both 10th and 12th. The policy is for the whole schooling. The proposed change is for 10th and 12th, yes. Shreyan, any other doubt, or have you has your doubt been cleared? Yes, Shreyan.
Sir, but it will increase the timing of means 12th gap.
We have to wait and see how they are going to propose it, Shreyan. I agree, your doubt is very genuine, and there might be a problem with this because most of the students after 12th standard would like to enter into higher education. And if the examination goes beyond the limited time frame, then they might lose seats into the colleges that they want to apply in. This is what you're suggesting, right, Shreyan?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we have to wait and watch what they are going to do and what do they actually mean by modular? How many options are they going to provide and during what time are they going to provide? For whom are they going to provide? All these things have to come. But for now, they have proposed this change, which has not come in action yet because we all know that board exams are happening only once. Yes, so it's the proposed change. And these all are to be achieved till by 2030. So they'll take their own sweet time and they'll try to figure out how they can offer these board examinations on more than one occasion in a given year. Yes, Shreyan?
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the doubt. Any other doubt here? Or shall we move on to the next question? Yes, by meaning of modular, they're saying that they will give them more options. Okay, they are going to provide more options. That is, they can attend more than exams at more than one in the more than one occasion, or they might be also planning to change the subject wise thing or something else they are planning. What you can do is you can once please visit the NEP 2020 ka PPT and go through it, and we have mentioned there what they are meaning by this term modular. Sir, now board exams are 3 times per year. Now, okay, have board exams been conducted? I'm not sure, Spurti. I'm sorry, I'm not aware of it. They might be doing it. Yes, okay, Gandharvini agrees. Spurti, I'm really sorry. I have not been in touch with the ground level of school education that is happening. What I've observed was the final board exam which most of the students wrote. So I think the modular part has come as Spurti and Gandharvini are suggesting. The states that are already implementing NEP 2020, they might be following this 3 times per year board examination, which is the part of it. Yes, any other doubt? Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Spurti. This means the whole year students will only give exams. I can understand the doubt you are having, Shreyan. We'll have to wait and watch and see what they're going to do. Parallelly, I also suggest you all to read the document, because once you read the document, you will get an idea why they are trying to do that. And if it makes sense, then it is even more better. If it does not make sense, we can always write back to them, or we can always wait and watch, because most of the decisions that have been taken in before with respect to school education have been modified or have been scrapped, right? Based on the recommendations given by the people. So yes. Any other doubt regarding this question?
No, sir.
Shall we continue to the next question?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, thank you. I'll just erase this. Yes. Now, the next question is, NEP 2020 advocates for a greater emphasis on what type of education? NEP 2020 advocates for a greater emphasis on what type of education, including vocational training and practicing practical skills, starting from grade 6. Experiential and vocational education, digital only education, rote learning education, theoretical education. So most of you have marked A in the comment box, and yes, yes, all of you are correct. All of you are correct. The correct option is option A. If you remember the class of NEP 2020, I had clearly said that they are talking about experiential learning and vocational education from grade 6. Any doubt for this question, or shall we move ahead?
So what is the difference between rote learning and theoretical?
What is the difference between rote learning and
Theoretical education.
Okay, when it comes, thank you for the doubt, Shreyan. Theoretical education means education that is related to theories, theory-based education. And rote learning is nothing but mugging up. In Hindi, we say ratta marna. I don't know what is it said in your mother tongue. I don't know. Others, in comment box, you all can help me. What do you mean by rote learning? Rote learning is just mugging up. For example, ABCD. A, B, C, B, we just try to, batti. Okay, I don't, in Telugu, it's called batti. In Kannada, I don't know what is it called. Other languages also, I'm not sure. I'm sorry. So that is the difference between rote learning education and theoretical education, Shreyan.
In rote learning, we mug up the theories only.
But theoretical education is not talking about just mugging up, Shreyan. Theoretical education can also include explaining the theories by performing activities, by performing experiments, all that can come in. Whereas rote learning does not give us that opportunity. Okay. Thank you for asking that doubt. Thank you, Manogna, for helping in the comment box. Any doubts regarding this question, or shall we move on to the next one? Yes. Any doubts regarding this question, or shall we move on to the next one?
No, sir.
No? Okay. Okay. Yes. We'll move on to the next question then. What is the key objective of the National Professional Standards for Teachers as proposed by NEP 2020? RI Mysore conducted this NPST's conference way back 2 years back in 2022 or 2023, I guess. Yes, 2023. So I'll read the question once again for all of you. What is the key objective of National Professional Standards for Teachers? To increase the number of teachers in rural areas, to standardize teacher salaries across the country, to define clear and measurable standards for teacher performance and professional development, to regulate functioning of private schools. Most of you are marked option C. Okay, others? Okay, I don't know if I'm supposed to tell this to you or not. I think I should not tell it. I'll not tell it. Yeah. So yes, you all are correct. NPST stands for National Professional Standards for Teachers. And what they're doing here is they're trying to develop a measurable standards for teacher performance and professional development. They are going to categorize teachers based on their performance into different levels. I'm really sorry, it's confidential. I cannot reveal the levels names, which will not be asked in the exams. Okay. I think the document has already come out. I can reveal it. Okay, so they have released different levels for teachers, which is in Norway's teacher. They have just a minute. I have to go to a different document to just check that out. NPST. So here at RI Mysore, we are doing it for class 6, 7, 8. Okay. NPST standard 2. Knowledge and practice. Yes. So they are dividing teachers into 3 levels. That is proficient teacher, the one who has just joined the job, advanced teacher, and expert teacher. Now, what they are going to do is they are going to conduct a nation-wise exam, or I don't know what procedure they are going to practice. I'm sorry, I cannot reveal that. But they are going to, based on the scores of this exam, they're going to categorize teachers into different levels. That is, starting with proficient teachers, then advanced teacher, and expert teacher. Why they are doing this? They are doing this to know at what level does our teacher stand, right? So that they can provide necessary support for teachers for helping them for professional development and improve their teaching performance or improve the teacher performance. So the correct option for this is to define clear and measurable standards for teacher performance and professional development. Any doubt here? Any doubt here? Or shall we move ahead? I would repeat once again. The national... Yeah, Shreyan has asked us standards means on which ground? There are multiple these things, Shreyan. There's a document. Just give me 1 minute. Yes, just give me 1 minute. As Shreyan has asked this out, let us delve diver because I'm involved in this process at the national level. Okay. I'll just stop sharing my current screen and I'm going to share a different screen. Can you all see my screen? Please let me know.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is the document. Prepared Ministry of Education, National Professional Standards for Teachers. So here they're talking about what is a teaching profession. They're touching about NPST, its relevance, professional standards for teachers' growth. So what are the standards? The standards are particular things which teachers are supposed to know, and the level at which they practice. Based on that, the teachers are being categorized. So in standard 1, there is core values and ethics; standard 2, knowledge and practice; standard 3, professional growth and development. Under these standards, there are again core areas. Multiple core areas are there, which have been given in a table form, which will come down. We'll just wait and see. Yeah. So for example, if we are going to standard 1, that is core values and ethics. Under that, there are multiple domains: constitutional values, professional relationships, right? Recognizing and identifying the unique capabilities in child. Not so a teacher is expected to know all these things. Okay, this is all standard 1. Oh, sorry, standard 1 is this much. This is all standard 2. All this is standard 2 till here. Then standard 3. So there are multiple things that the teacher is supposed to know, and based on that, they will be categorizing a teacher into a proficient, advanced, and expert teacher. Okay, so that is what NPST is trying to do. They're trying to develop a particular way of measuring teachers so that they'll be able to give remediated support to teachers through this NPST. Shreyan, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, any doubt for others here? Manogna, you want the tables in the group? Harshita, can you please stop annotating? I have to erase it 1 minute. This document technically is not required for you. This is for the teachers who are already in service, and this is technically for the policy makers. But if you want, I'll just send a link in the group, and if you're interested, you can go through it. There is so much information which you might not understand. So please don't panic. You are just supposed to know that there is something called as NPSC and what the NPSC is trying to do. But I'll still share the link and you can just read through it. Shall we go on to the next question then?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Yes. The next question is NEP 2020. NEP 2020 aims to make higher education more multidisciplinary. What does multidisciplinary imply in this context? You have read about multidisciplinary education. Higher education institutions will offer only science and technology courses. All university will be converted into research-only institutions. Students will specialize in only one subject throughout their higher education. Students will have the flexibility to choose courses across different disciplines, including arts, science, and vocational subjects. I think you all are able to remember the NEP 2020 PPT. And I think again, Priyanka trying to press D has pressed S as it is beside. All of you are correct. This question, the other options kind of give away the correct answer here, but who knows? A normal child might be confused. So technically here, NEP 2020, when it is talking about making higher education more multidisciplinary, they're talking about giving a flexible opportunity for students to choose courses across different disciplines, including art, science, and vocational subjects. As I was talking when I was taking the session on NEP 2020, that a student can choose for 11th and 12th mathematics, right? A student can choose with mathematics, music, or any other subject. So there is a lot of multidisciplinary options that are supposed to be provided, and the government is already working on that. So all of you are correct. The correct option is students will have the flexibility. That is option D. Students will have the flexibility to choose courses across different disciplines, including art, science, and vocational subjects. Clear? Any doubt here for this question?
No, sir.
When we talk about multidisciplinary, I think it's all clear why I talked about multidisciplinary. That is including multiple disciplines, opportunity of including multiple disciplines for learning in a one particular grade or level. Shall we move on to the next one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, only Shreyan says yes. What about others?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you,
Yes.
Spurti. Yes, thank you, thank you. Now, thank you, Gandharvini.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes, Pariksha, please ask.
So if it is like that, now if I am a NEET aspirant, and then if I study music and physics and maths, biology, some subjects, when I have to write NEET exam, music won't be a subject there, right?
I completely agree with your doubt. And they're going to plan and come with a structure for it. And this is a recommendation. Please remember, NEP 2020, whatever it has asked is a recommendation that might be provided. But when it comes to the implementation aspect of it, it depends on the schools or the states. Yes, as Shreyan is saying, it's an optional one. Okay. There will be other subjects. They have, see, if you'll go, please, Pariksha, go to the PDF document of NEP 2020 that I've shared in the group. If you have joined later, please ask someone to reshare it. And in that, they have talked about specific compulsory courses and the optional courses that are to be provided with it. And in optional courses also, students have to pick minimum 2 or 3 options. I don't know, they have recommended that clearly. If you can go through it, you'll get an idea. Yes, Shreya? Yes, Pariksha?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, so they will plan accordingly. I understand your doubt is very clear, and anyone who will read it for the first time will get the same doubt that you asked. That I agree with. But they have made some compulsory subjects, and with those compulsory subjects, they are suggesting students to opt other optional courses as Shreyan has suggested here, as put up here. Sorry. Shall we move on to the next question? Any doubt here? Yes, shall we move on to the next one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. The next one is, what is the primary goal of National Research Foundation proposed by NEP 2020, NRF? If you have read the PPT, you know the answer for this. I had not discussed this in the class. To regulate the accreditation of higher education institutions, to establish new universities across the country, to fund and promote high quality research across various disciplines in India, to provide scholarships to students for undergraduate studies. So Priyanka, Rajata, Manogna, Shreya, Harshita, Gandharvini, Spurti. Oh, sorry, I've gone. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So most of them have said C, and others are also going strong with C. And those who don't know the answer, let me just put up and agree with others, our friends who have put option C. It is correct. See, when we talk about research, the name itself says National Research Foundation. This National Research Foundation is going to be established. And the primary goal of this foundation is to give money or funds. These funds will be provided for high quality research across various disciplines across India. And this is for higher education level. Please remember, when we talk about research, it is about higher education level. Mostly it talks about PhDs or master's level research. Usually it's PhDs. Any doubt in this question? Accreditation. Accreditation means giving them a particular score. For example, have you heard about NAC, National Accreditation and Assessment Council? Okay, Shreyan, have you seen this in front of colleges? NAC A++, NAC A+. Have you come across this, Shreyan and others?
Yes, sir.
So this is nothing but there is a body. There is a national body called National Accreditation and Assessment Council, called NAC. We call it NAC. So what does NAC do? Every institution has to get a NAC accreditation. The team of NAC comes, not NAT. It's not NAT exam, Manogna. It is NAC. Let me open the page and show you. Yeah. Oh, just. I'll stop sharing and then reshare the NAC thing. Yes, is my screen visible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
So NAC, that is here on the top, you can see National Assessment and Accreditation Council. It is an autonomous institution under UGC. Okay. What is its role? It grades institutions. And now every institution has to get a NAC accreditation. Only then they will be considered as a quality institution. And it has become compulsory for all now. So when they talk about accreditation, there are a lot of aspects, right? There are 7 key areas, and in that there are multiple areas. So NAC looks at the institutions' different areas, like how are they doing with respect to research, how are they doing with respect to student satisfaction, how are they doing with respect to infrastructure facilities. There are so many. Okay, so our RI Bhopal has got NAC A++, RI Ajmer is at NAC A+, RI Bhubaneswar is also almost NAC A+, RI Mysore is working on it. So There are different institutions and NAC grades them, accreditates. The accreditation is nothing but assessing the institution and giving it a particular grade based on the different parameters. That is accreditation. Okay. And here the one, when we go to the option, it talks about that. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Shreyan. Thank you for asking the doubt. It has helped others also. So the primary goal of National Research Foundation NRF is to fund and promote high quality research across various disciplines. It's NAAC. Shreyan, I think you have put this before I shared it, right? Now, are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shall we move on to the next one then, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The next question. NEP 2020 proposes a single overarching regulator for higher education. NEP 2020 proposes a single overarching regulator for higher education. What is the name of this proposed body? All India Council for Technical Education, Higher Education Commission of India, University Grants Commission, National Testing Agency. Manogna says A. Others, if you don't know, you can also put don't know. No issues. Okay, Shreyan says don't know, no issues. I would like to remind you all that in the same link, in the same class at 7:30, your English class is going to continue. So please don't leave the group and be in the group so that at 7:30 you'll be able to attend the class. This is going to end soon. I will give you a break also. Yes, most of you don't know, which is not an issue. Spurti says option B. Manogna has said option A. Others? Okay, Adi says option C. Shreya says option B. Others, please participate. Okay, Shreya says option B. So, give me 1 minute. Yes. So don't worry. The correct option here is Higher Education Commission of India, HECI. AICTE, All India Council of Technical Education, looks into engineering related works. So whenever you look at an engineering college, they write affiliated to AICTE, affiliated to AICTE. Have you seen that? So AICTE is for technical educations, that is engineering courses and other technical courses, right? UGC, University Grants Commission, is to look after different universities in India. NTA, National Testing Agency, is to conduct different examinations across India. NEP 2020 proposes a single overarching regulatory body for higher education. One body will regulate higher education all over country. That is Higher Education Commission of India. HECI is the correct answer here. Option B. Clear for all of you? HECI is the proposed one under NEP 2020. Yes. Shall we move on to the next one?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So those who have put the wrong answer, no problem. Now you know. And please remember that HECI, Higher Education Commission of India, is the new overarching regulatory body for higher education that is proposed by NEP 2020. Yes. Remember, this is a single overarching body proposed. They are not proposing 2 bodies. Now, what is the significance of equitable and inclusive education in NEP 2020? We had a separate slide for it, if you remember. Yes. What is the significance of equitable and inclusive education in NEP 2020? Option A, it means providing education only to students from privileged backgrounds. Option B, it focuses solely on students with disabilities. Option C, it is concerned only with providing financial aid to students. Option D, it aims to ensure that no child is left behind in terms of educational opportunity, irrespective of their background or circumstances. Which one is the correct option according to all of you? Option D. Yes, most of you are saying option D. As I have regularly emphasized in the technical sessions also, and when I was talking about NEP 2020, inclusive education means education for all, irrespective of their background, irrespective of their disability, irrespective of their circumstances, their socioeconomic background, right? Inclusive education means inclusion of all the students in the classroom. So here, option D is the only one that fits right for this inclusive education. Any doubts here for this question? Most of the students confuse inclusive education with special education. Please don't confuse. Okay? Inclusive education is not special education. Inclusive education is education for all, irrespective of their background, circumstances, disability, whatever it is. Clear? Shall
Yes.
we move to the next one? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. Yes. Next question. NEP 2020 emphasizes the importance of early childhood care and education, ECCE. What is its primary focus? What is its primary focus? To provide only nutritional support to young children, to ensure that all children aged 0 to 6 years have access to quality learning, focusing on cognitive, social, and emotional development, to introduce formal schooling at the from age 2, to prepare children exclusively for competitive exams at an early stage. Yes, most of you are opting for option B. Yes. So as you all know, early childhood care and education. Please remember, please read the, I'll annotate. They're not only talking about education, they're also talking about early childhood care. Okay. They're also talking about early childhood care and education. When they're talking about care of a child, early childhood care, it includes students children of age 1 to 2 also. Clear? So the main emphasis that NEP 2020 wants to put with respect to ECCE, it's known as ECCE. Its primary focus is to ensure that all children between age 0 to 6 have access to quality early education, focusing on cognitive, social, and emotional development. Okay, this is the correct answer. In some questions, they can directly start from 3 years. Sorry, 2 years or 3 years also they can start. Okay, so if they are replacing this 0 with 3, don't get confused. This is the correct answer. Any doubts here? Any doubts for this question, or shall we move on to the last question? Yes. Any doubts? No doubts. Harshita says only Harshita has no doubt. What about others? Okay. Then we'll move on to the next one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The last question. According to NEP 2020, according to NEP 2020, what will be the main approach for assessment in foundation stage? Option A, peer assessment only. Option B, strict written examinations. Option C, observation and informal assessment of learning outcomes focusing on skills and abilities. Option D, standardized national tests. Put in your answers in the group. Yes, you all are correct. So you all have to remember that according to NEP 2020, when they're talking about the foundation stage, the approach for assessment is to be observation of and informal assessment of learning outcomes, focusing on skills development and abilities. Development of skills and abilities is the primary focus here. Rather than making students write exams, a teacher has to observe and conduct informal assessments, like for example, making them play a game or giving them a task to perform. And through observation, a teacher, based on the participation of students, based on how they're able to address the problem, approach the problem, the teacher has to what to say, assess the students in the foundational stage. Any doubt regarding this question? Okay, so we have these were these were the questions that I had included for NEP 2020. We will be preparing extra questions also, so we will be sharing these questions with you. Any doubt regarding whatever we have discussed today?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Everything was clear? I'm really
Yes.
happy and I'm glad that we are able to have this session again. And thank you for patiently listening to this class. I hope you all have no doubts. I'll be sharing this PPT along with NCFSE PPT in the to the admin, and the admin will be forwarding the PPTs to the group. Thank you so much for attending the class. If you have any doubts, even later when you're going through the PYQs or when you're reading the documents, kindly approach us. We'll try to discuss it and clear it out for you. Thank you. Thank you, all of you. And remember, the link for the English class has already been shared. And what to say, your class, please attend the class. It's at 7:30. Thank you, all of you.